So let's begin restorative yoga and Yoga Nidra. That's what we're here. Good. And the signal of the bell tells us everything's going to be okay. Well, for now, for the next hour anyway, we hope. So we're going to just take some time. First of all, you know what? It's a kind of day I think we need to lie down. So extend the legs out in front and just have a little lie down, or just come to lying straight away. I'm going to do this little slow lie down, just because it feels so much better when you do get to the floor after you've worked a little bit on your abdominals. Then it's like, yeah. Breathing in, and breathing out. Inhale through the nostrils and have a little sigh. Out through the mouth. Just let it go. And just let yourself land. If you find yourself very busy in this moment of landing, lying on the ground, close your eyes, and it just takes that extra layer of distraction away, so you can come into yourself and just feel your body on the ground. How does it feel to have a body on the ground? Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nostrils. As you breathe out, press the back into the ground, and you'll find it's so much easier then to lift the knees to the chest. Hug the knees, just take the hands around the knees and have a little rock side to side. We're just going to get the back a bit more comfortable so that we can lie down again. This is all about just making ourselves more comfortable and being more present and grounded and embodied, which means just being with our body in. I naturally find myself circling my knees, comfort, comfort for ourselves. I'm here for you, body. I'm going to give you some good care and loving. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, slide the legs away, take the arms out to the side again in Shavasana. Make sure you tuck the chin in slightly. If you find that you naturally, your chin's up here, then put your head on a pillow or a folded blanket, not big pillows so you're like this, just so your neck is in line with the spine. You can see that? Okay. So close your eyes. We're going to chant the mantra Om 3 times. So when you finish and come to the end of your Om, nobody can hear you. So just make it really loud and bring your next Om in. Breathe in deeply. And again. And let that next inhale come in, expand the body, and just see and feel how your body feels after that. Sounding, making sound in the body, clearing and cleansing it gives to the mind as well. And then we're just going to bring the legs together and give ourselves a full stretch, taking the arms above the head, extending, pointing the toes. We point the toes on the inhale, extend the fingers away as far as you can. On the exhale, push the heels away, still extending into the fingers. Inhale, point the toes. So we really feel that stretch on the belly and the fronts of the thighs and into the shins. And then we push the heels away, breathing out. And we feel that mostly probably on the calves. I can feel that on the thighs as well, a little bit into the back. Inhale, so notice, what's the impact of the things that I'm doing? Where can I feel it in my body? Stay interested and curious in your experience. Breathing in, point the toes. Breathing out, push the heels away. One more, really point and then push the heels, draw the toes towards you. Relax the arms a little bit now. Now just take hold of the left wrist with the right hand. We're going to go one side at a time. So we're just going to really extend and push the left heel away. We're extending the left side. So just to get ready for this, we can let that head roll over and lie here on the upper right arm. Breathing into the left side of the body, so feel that in the left waist particularly. And as you breathe out, pushing that heel away and just gently pulling that wrist. So it's going not just upwards, but over the head. So you really relax the right side of the neck as you just let that head loll to the right. Every inhale, you're going to fill the body with air, create space in the body. And every exhale, pushing the heel away, drawing that left arm up and over. Feel the left side expand with every breath. One more breath in. And releasing that left wrist on the exhale, letting it just flop. Just relax both the legs, just let them roll in and out. Rock them back and forth. Notice the difference between the sides. Take hold of the right wrist now with the left hand. So pushing the right heel away now. Let the head roll over and rest on the left upper arm. Inhale through the nostrils. Fill the right side with space and air. Exhaling, push the heel away, drawing that right arm upwards and over the head. So it's really opening this armpit into this shoulder, getting a nice stretch, expansion, spaciousness. You can do all of this with your eyes closed, of course. Sometimes it really just feels much more. Actually, it just feels much more. We get into our feeling, our sensory body, and experience of our body much more when we switch off the visual. Breathing in. One last time, and release, let go of the arms. And just rock both legs in and out, just to release them. Just enjoy that feeling. So arms are above the head, but relax. We're not stretching them. We're just having them so that they can be on the ground. It could be that they're out here, depends on the openness of the shoulder. And let's move the arms with the breath, breathing in. Again, you can do this with the eyes closed. You don't need to see to do this. And on the exhale, through the nostrils also, reaching the fingers up. So arms are extended, right to the fingertips, and then moving through space slowly and steadily as you exhale. The end of the exhale, the hands just reach the ground momentarily. Then the inhale lifts them up. The movement is kind of effortless. The arms are like feathers. Inhale. They're not slack, they are active, but it's almost like the breath is activating. The breath is activating your body. So it is effortless in some ways. Inhaling, the arms are coming up. So really try and stay with your focus, your attention. Notice when your mind is getting distracted. If your eyes are open, notice when you kind of start looking around or thinking about stuff, things you've got to do, things you've just done, reflecting on the past, or projecting or worrying into the future, usually. Exhaling. We're going to make this the last one, so make it really slow and steady. Breathing out, breathing out, breathing out, right to the very end of the out breath. Let the arms just rest. Notice that little gap, that moment where you're not breathing in or out, and then just let the breath come in naturally without gasping the air in. Okay, breathe in again. As you exhale, press the back into the ground, draw the knees up again. Let's open the hips a little bit. Hips work hard, so we're going to just open them nice and easily. Knees are together, knees are into the body, breathe out. Now as you inhale, take the knees away. As you exhale, let the knees fall out to the side and come back to the body. So again, this is just about enjoying your body. This is probably a lot slower than you usually do anything. And that is the discipline in a way, it's we're kind of being quite rebellious and radical by slowing everything down. And the body likes this slow, steady pace. It gets a chance to catch up, rather than feeling like it's being pushed around by our kind of goal-driven, pushy attitude. Instead, we just feel, be with the body, be in communion with the body, be together, inhaling, exhaling. So you get a sense of connection to yourself. We're all desperate for connection. I know I am. So this is important, that we connect with ourselves. And when we're able to connect with each other. So we're starting this way. We're going to go the other way now. Starting with the knees away, but together. Inhale, and then exhale. Draw the knees in tight as you can to the body, and then let them open up. And hopefully they start to get a little bit more spacious. So you might find gradually you feel a bit safer, more confident to let the knees fall out to the side. You're still supporting them. But see if you can just feel the weight of the legs just hanging there, and that release. How slow do you dare to go here? Inhaling as the knees go away. And then bringing them back into the body. And let's just give the legs a little stretch again. So push the heels up to the ceiling. Try to make sure the legs aren't knocking together unless you really have to. Then extend the legs, arms up. And let's rotate the wrists and ankles. This movement, moving the limbs just takes our focus off, having to hold anything in place. And then go the other way. Wrists and ankles, drawing big circles with the big toes and with the index fingers. And then we just hug the knees again. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Close to the buttocks. We're going to do something very nice for the lower back. These bridges, these moving bridges, just straightening myself out here. Feet to hips width apart and parallel, palms flat down, chin is tight into the chest. So this isn't just tucking the chin and it's much more tight. We're trying to get it to touch the chest. And also the shoulders are down away from the ears. So this is nice and open here. As you inhale, you can kind of rock the hips up, lift them up. And as you exhale, roll them down. So you don't need to do anything too crazy to begin with. We do need to try and keep the knees an even distance apart, the thighs sort of steady. So what you'll notice is I definitely, unless I pay attention, I find my knees will splay out. So I want to try and keep that control, that steadiness in the thighs. So the thighs are really working. They're almost squeezing together without obviously bringing them together. Pressing firmly into the backs of the arms and the hands, keeping that chin tucked in. So we're keeping that connection with the ground. You might find each time you come up, there's a little bit more space or a little bit more room for you to lift up into. And exhaling, but we're not pushing, we're not forcing. We're feeling and enjoying our spine. And again, I invite you to close your eyes to feel your spine. And exhaling, rolling down. Staying present. So I'm here to remind you all the time, every time the mind wanders off. It does it a lot. That's just the nature of the mind. It's nothing wrong. And every time you notice that mind has wandered off, that's brilliant. That's kind of, that's your awareness developing and growing rather than, oh no, my mind's wandered off again. It's like, good, I've noticed. So reward yourself. Breathing in, breathing out. And let the back land, and then hug the knees again. And we'll have a little rock and roll side to side again. And then we'll roll onto the side, or which way you find easiest to come to all fours. So let's come to all fours. Let's get a little bit more active before we get very inactive. So that's a nice way to do that. So we're going to come into these opposite movements. Let me just find myself here. So extending the right arm and the left leg. And then as you inhale, that's inhale and it's extension. We're not going high with that leg. We're keeping it in line with the spine. And exhaling, bringing the hand down and the knee down. Then the other side. So we've got these lovely diagonals going on. Inhaling and exhaling. Feet are flat behind there. Inhaling, extending, pointing the toe. If you prefer, you can push the heel away, but it's definitely an active leg, whichever you prefer there. The other part is really checking, and it's tricky, this one, because you're only on one arm, there's a tendency to lock the elbow up. You see how that shoulder thrusts forwards. We want to keep that open. Notice how with that slight bend in the elbow, it's not bent, it's a slight bend, softening. I can keep that shoulder nice and open, keep the chest open. Also with the gaze, inhale, looking forwards, exhale, looking down at the hands, changing your point of view, inhaling, exhale, it's softening on the exhale, and there's a strong direction on the inhale and the softening and the coming to the earth. It's like soft earth, strong intention, sort of softening and shifting the weight. So make that a real moment of transition of the weight, enjoying that in your lovely animal body. Feel that animal body. Inhale, exhale. And then we'll sit back into the heels. Slide the hands in front of you into the pose of the swan. Bring the forehead to the ground. Breathing in through the nostrils here. And a releasing breath out through the mouth. Enjoy that. Enjoy your release. Breathing in through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Good. And have a little rock here as well. It's nice to rock side to side here. And you could adjust your position. Widen the knees if it's more comfortable for you. You soften the arms if it's more comfortable. Put the hands underneath the head if it's more comfortable. Whatever, whatever feels better for you. And then come to a stillness. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's just free up the spine a little bit more. Simple little action. Hands extended out in front. Spread the fingers wide, make them hands nice and steady. On the inhale, lift up to all fours. On the exhale, the heart is flying upwards. The shoulders are going back and down. But the groin isn't touching the ground. We're keeping it off there. We're reaching the chest up. And then the inhale is back to all fours. Exhale, sit back deeply into the heels. It's almost like the tail's being pulled back, sitting deeply. It's almost pushing back there to get the full extension. The inhale helps us rise up. And sorry, that's better. My hands were better there. Exhale, take the hips forwards, lift the chest, shoulders down away from the ears. So we're really peeling the shoulders back, exposing the chest. Inhale. Exhale. And don't wait, don't go too quickly from there. Really release and empty the air out as you sit back before you inhale. And you'll notice there's a much more deeper inhale when you really empty out. So it's important to empty, exhale. Inhale. Exhaling, moving within your range. Don't push or force anything. This is about feeling into the space and seeing if the space is opening up for you. So also this is a front opening. We're not just bending in the back. We're trying to make that bend even through the spine, opening the throat even if you want to. Inhale and exhale. Let's just do one more of these because they're so good, especially when we do these super slowly and mindfully. Noticing how your system feels when we do this slowly. How does the body feel? Bring the forward to the ground, sweep the arms back into the pose of the child, back to the arms on the ground. Just let them rest there. Inhale through the nostrils, out through the mouth. And let's just loosen up the whole mouth with this lovely horsey kind of mouth. So it's inhale through the nostrils and then out through the mouth. It always feels very fun, that. So just do it a few times, breathing in. In this position, also let the shoulders hang, let the cheeks be soft. Let's do one more of those, breathing in. Have fun with that. And then we just push ourselves up to kneeling for a moment and then bring ourselves onto our seat. A couple of things here before we come down. Yes, okay. So sitting comfortably, let's have a little rock here, side to side. Have a little rock. Rocking side to side, just feeling our seat, feeling our seat and getting our seat really comfortable. So we've got time, we're taking time to soften into that. Yeah, feel the spine, little snaky spine. Good. Then we'll extend that spine a little bit, interlink the fingers, breathe in, breathing out, push the hands up, extend through the elbow, but keep the shoulder down. So you've got space here between the ear and the shoulder. Breathing in, as you breathe out, we're just going to, you could think of it as leaning over to the left, but you could also think of it as extending through the right. So think about both of those things actually as you exhale. As you inhale, extending upwards. And as you exhale, leaning over to the right and extending through the left. We're keeping the sitting bones down. So rather than this happening, we're actually it's more keeping that sitting bone anchored and much more about lengthening through the side. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, inhale, exhale. Keep the chin tucked in slightly so that your back of your neck is long. And inhaling, and then exhaling, lowering the arms down. Okay. Roll the shoulders back a few times. And then roll the shoulders forwards a few times. Just freeing up those shoulders. Good. Let's have a look at the neck. We don't want to overlook the neck. So we're going to reach up with the right hand, take the hand into the back of the neck. So what we've got is the thumb is going down, directly down the back of the neck, and those fingers are just holding the left side of the neck. So you can really feel the top edge of the little finger just against the bone of the skull there. Keep that right elbow elevated. Inhale. So dropping the left shoulder. As you exhale, dropping the chin to the chest. And as you feel the weight of that arm on the back of the head, you feel the head turning and the nose pointing towards the left knee. So we're really creating space in this whole left side, from the side of the head right down, neck right to the left shoulder, making that spacious. It's not just the neck, because everything's connected anyway. Breathing in and breathing out, releasing. So holding the side of the neck to support it without gripping. It's comfortable and supported. One more breath in and out. Taking our time. I use the inhale to lift the head up, and the exhale, release that arm. And just see how that feels. Whoa, I think I needed that. Inhale, extend up to the left hand. Take that hand to the back. Again, the thumb is going directly down, and the hands are going around the neck, around the side, just below the ear there. So rather than here, it's here. And the elbows lifted up. Inhale, dropping that right shoulder down, and exhaling, bringing the chin to the chest. And then as you release a bit of weight from that arm, you'll find the nose starts to point to the right knee and your head turns. So again, we're getting this space and length in the right side of the head, the right side of the neck, the right side, the right shoulder to the shoulder, right to the tip of the shoulder there. We're dropping that hand down, dropping the right shoulder all the time, holding the right side of the neck, supporting it gently. And giving it breath, breathing in through the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. Yeah, give it some freedom, some space. One more breath in and out. And use the inhale to lift the head slowly, taking the time to come out of this, and then release and just enjoy that feeling. Just roll the shoulders around, just enjoying that spacious, long neck. Good. Now we're going to come into a lion. Why not? So you can do this. I kind of find this is the most easiest way, accessible to most people, with the legs outstretched. But if you want to, you can come into the more classical. So if you can sit between your heels, great. Or you can sit on a cushion between your heels. I'm going to do this one just for a change, but otherwise have the legs outstretched. So the hand position is claws come down on the ground, okay? Or they come out to the sides. And that kind of goes better with the legs outstretched, but it's up to you what you feel like. I like this kind of claws. And the face is tongue coming out, eyes wide, and this sound in the throat, rasping. Really get that fire going. Yeah, we're going to release before we relax. Release and then relax, okay? So we're almost at the end of this part. So really let everything that you don't need go. Be fierce, burn it up. Okay, and again, breathe in, gather yourself, hands in the prayer position. Let's do one more of those. I'm going to take my hands out this time, but whichever way you prefer. Breathing in. Good. And then just bring whichever way your knees are, gather them up and just hug your knees for a moment. Let the place fall to the knees, breathing in through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Let it go. And just let the feet slide away slowly. Let the feet go to the bottom of the mat. So we're just slowing it down. And we're going to do this very slow, lying down. So extend the fingers towards the toes. Some of you might just lie down and I won't know, so it's okay. But if you want to make a bit of effort before we lie down, keep the breath moving in and out through the nostrils. No, don't want everything to be tense. This is where the tension is. This is the softness, the breath continually coming in and out through the nostrils until you roll that last part down and then let go. Flop. Feet pull out to the sides. Arms like spaghetti. Just let it go. I'm just going to do one more thing. Just bring the knees up. Hug the knees a little bit. One more thing just to free up the spine. I think it's always good to twist. And my favorite twist is an easy lying twist. So we put our feet on the ground, take the feet a little bit away. That's my favorite version, with the feet as wide as the mat, so nice and wide there. Arms out to the sides. Head is looking up first of all. Breathing in. As you breathe out, the knees fall slowly to the left and the head goes over as far as you can to the right. Let the legs really fall, let the weight of the legs do the work. Inhale, lift the knees up to center. Lift the head to center, exhaling, slowly let the knees fall to the right, head goes over to the left. And again, you don't need the eyes open for this. Inhaling to center, exhaling, lowering slowly. So it does require a little bit of abdominal control, but really not anything too strong. It's just the back is fully supported anyway. So it's very safe. Very safe, easy twist. Releasing. This is a great thing to do. You know, you can do this every night just for, a minute. Just do a few of these twists, lying on the ground. You can even just lie on the bed and do this even. It's a bit better on the ground, but there's no harm. Breathing out. And bring the knees to center. One more time, hug the knees, have a little rock and roll. And do any last little movements here that just releasing the spine. You might want to just roll around, however it feels good to you. And place the soles of the feet on the ground, slide the legs away, let the arms fall out to the side. This is the moment where you start to just make yourself even more comfortable, as if this couldn't be more comfortable, lying in Shavasana, lying in corpse. You might want to have you might need a small cushion or folded blanket under your head, particularly if your neck alignment is like this. You might want to cover yourself. I would definitely cover myself if I was having a lie down. I'm then going to partially cover myself. Coming to a stillness, you kind of need a little bit of covering. So find your socks, your blankets, light your candles, get your incense going, turn the lights off, close the curtains, whatever. Just do all those little things now. I'm going to give you some moments to do that while we're finding our comfortable position for the Yoga Nidra. Yeah. So letting your body just rest. Once you started to get yourself, maybe the cushion underneath the knees, letting the feet fall out to the side, covering yourself, even maybe covering your eyes sometimes, even just a small scarf over the eyes, or if you have an eye pillow, that's a lovely thing to do. Maybe you want to put a little bit of essential oils on you. Yeah, you have a couple of minutes just to do that. Make it special for yourself. We're going into Yoga Nidra. It's like a dream space. But the difference with this dream is you are in control of your dream. How wonderful is that? So we're getting ready, we're preparing, tucking ourselves in, and giving ourselves this gift of deep, restful relaxation, which is also dynamic, a dynamic rest, a psychic sleep. So give yourself over to the Yoga Nidra. It's good to commit to it. And all you have to do really is listen to my voice and try not to sleep. Doing any last minute adjustments with the blankets or clothes, anything you need, so that you come to a stillness, steady and still. Maybe just take a breath in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth, and just let it all go. Let go of physical discomfort, just come to stillness. Know that you are safe, comfortable, and I'll be with you all the time. You'll hear my voice all the time. And I'll lead you through this practice of Yoga Nidra. The practice of Yoga Nidra is the act of hearing and the act of feeling. And these are the only important factors. In Yoga Nidra, you function on the level of awareness, plus the level of listening. So say to yourself now, I will not sleep. I shall only listen to the voice. I will not sleep. And give yourself some time to become calm and steady. Take a deep breath, and as you breathe in, feel calmness spreading throughout the body. And as you're breathing out, say to yourself mentally, relax, soften, let go, release. Become aware of sound. Become aware of the sound in the distance. Become aware of the most distant sounds that you can hear. And let your sense of hearing operate like a radar beam, searching out distant sounds and following them for a few seconds. Move your attention from sound to sound without attempting to identify the source. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds. Sounds inside the building you're in. To sounds of the room you're in. Sounds of your own body, your own breath. Now develop your awareness of the room you're in. Without opening your eyes, visualize the walls, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. See your body lying on the floor. Become aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Total awareness of your body lying in perfect stillness. Your body is lying on the floor. Develop your awareness of all the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of the natural breath. Become aware of the deep, natural, spontaneous breath. Don't try to change the breath. Just watching the natural process, the breath coming in and out. And keep on listening to my voice and know that you are breathing. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Say mentally to yourself, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will not sleep. I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. This is the moment to make your resolve, your intention, what is called a sankalpa in the Sanskrit. It's like a promise that you make to yourself. And later on in the practice, we bring it in to the deepest part of the practice. So this is where you decide on that. Maybe you have something you've been doing for a while. So state your sankalpa clearly, with feeling and awareness 3 times in this moment to yourself. So now we begin the rotation of consciousness through the different centers of the body, moving the attention quickly from body part to body part. I will take you around the body in a very particular order, and all you have to do is bring your attention to that body part. If you wish, you can repeat mentally the name of that part after me, whilst you simultaneously become aware of that part. The practice begins with the right side of the body. Bring your attention to the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the left side of the body. Left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the back of the body. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the length of the spine, the whole of the back together. Bring your attention to the front of the body, top of the head. Forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, the nose, tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen. Bring your attention to the whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head together, legs, arms, back, front, head together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together. Develop awareness of the whole body. but become aware of the space occupied by the body. Become aware of the body and this space that is occupied by your body. Body and space. Body and space. Become aware of the whole body and the floor. The whole body in relation to the floor. And at the same time, become aware of the meeting points of the body and the floor. These are very subtle physical points between body and floor. Feel the meeting points between the back of your head and the floor, shoulder blades and the floor, the elbows and the floor, the back of the hands and the floor, the buttocks and the floor, the calves and the floor, the heels and the floor. Awareness of all the meeting points between the body and the floor. The sensation of all points simultaneously, evenly. Carry on feeling these points clearly and distinctly. Please do not sleep. Switch your attention to the eyelids. Feel the narrow line of meeting between the upper and lower eyelids. Feel the sharp points where they meet. Intensify your awareness between the eyelids. And then the lips. Center your attention on the line between the lips. The space between the lips. From the lips we go to the breath. Draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the respiration. Navel to throat, throat to navel. Don't try to force the breath or change it. Just awareness. Maintain your awareness. And at the same time, start counting your breaths backwards as follows. I am breathing in 21. I am breathing out 21. I am breathing in 20. I am breathing out 20. I am breathing in 19. I am breathing out 19. And so on from 21 to 1. Count to yourself mentally as you follow the rise and fall of your breath from navel to throat and back again. Total awareness of breathing and counting. The breathing is slow and relaxed. Now switch your attention and bring your attention to the following sensations, recreating sensations in the body. Heaviness. Awaken the feeling of heaviness in the body. The feeling of heaviness. Become aware of heaviness in every single part of the body. You're feeling so heavy that you're sinking into the floor. Awareness of heaviness. Awareness of heaviness. Lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. A sensation of lightness and weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light that it seems to be floating up away from the floor. Awareness of lightness. Cold. The experience of cold. Awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine you are walking on a cold floor in winter. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over. Awareness of coldness. Awareness of coldness. Heat. Awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat. The whole body is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over. Recollect the feeling of heat in the summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. Heat all over the body. Heat all around the body. Awareness of heat. Pain. The experience of pain. Concentrate and try to remember the experience of pain. Any pain you have experienced in your life, mental or physical. Recollect the feeling of pain. Pleasure. Recollect the feeling of pleasure. Any kind of pleasure, physical or mental. Recollect this feeling and relive it. Make it vivid. Awaken the feeling of pleasure. Check that you are awake. Are you drowsy or sleepy? Make sure that you are not sleeping. Say to yourself, I am awake, I am practicing Yoga Nidra. Withdraw your mind and concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyes. Imagine before you a transparent screen through which you can see infinite space. A space that extends
as far as the eyes can see. Concentrate on this dark space and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of your mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but do not become involved. Practice detached awareness only. Now, with your imagination and inner vision, bring yourself into these following imagery. Imagine yourself in a park in the early morning. The sun has not risen and the park is deserted, except for yourself. It is a beautiful park, calm and peaceful. Walk across the springy grass. Listen to the birds whistle and call as they welcome in the new day. There are gardens of flowers, roses, yellow, pink, red, purple. Smell their fragrance and see the early morning dewdrops on their petals. Nearby the rose garden is a fish pond. Goldfish swim in and out amongst the water lilies. See their graceful movements. You walk between trees, beautiful trees, bare trees and trees with leaves, wide spreading trees and tall, stately trees. There is a clearing between the trees. In the clearing is a small temple with an aura of light around it. Go to the door. It is cool and dim inside. Inside, on the walls, there are pictures of great saints. You sit down on the floor, close your eyes, and become still. A sense of deep peace and harmony envelops you as the sounds outside fade into the distance. Continue your awareness of meditation inside the temple. And stay there for some time until peace and harmony pervade. Bring your awareness back to the dark space you see in front of your closed eyes. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully, with detachment, without becoming involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. If any subtle phenomena manifest, for example, colors, images, symbols, or patterns, Simply take note of these and continue with your awareness. If thoughts occur, let them come and let them go. But continue watching the dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. Now, in this warm and friendly darkness, bring to mind your sankalpa, your intention, your resolve that you made at the beginning of the practice. Repeat that same resolve in the same words and with the same attitude. Repeat your sankalpa now 3 times clearly with feeling and emphasis. Om Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Divasya Dimai Diyo Yona Rashodayat. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing. Awareness of breathing and awareness of relaxation. Breath coming in and breath going out. Develop awareness once more of your physical existence. Become aware of your arms and legs and your body lying stretched out on the floor. Feeling the floor beneath you, and developing awareness of the space around you, the room around you, the walls, the ceiling, the floor, the noises inside the room, the noises outside the room. Taking your mind out, becoming completely external. Lying quietly for a few moments and keeping your eyes closed. And start moving your body gently, moving the fingers, the toes, hands, feet. Start stretching and moving your body, moving your arms and legs. Giving yourself a full stretch, maybe hugging your knees, whatever you need just to wake the body up, taking your time. When you're sure you're wide awake, slowly make your way up to seated and slowly open your eyes. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. So, coming to the end of the Yoga Nidra, taking your time, moving, breathing a little deeper to wake your body up, moving and stretching, and slowly gathering yourself, easily, slowly bringing yourself back up to seated. When you do come up to seated, maybe hugging the knees and rolling onto the side, taking time, making that slow, easy process, the most natural, easy process. And once you are seated, slowly, maybe even covering the eyes first of all, opening the eyes, fluttering the eyelashes, lashes awake, taking in the light gradually, looking around, looking maybe with fresh eyes, and then looking at the body and rubbing the body with fresh eyes, fresh feeling, coming back, revivifying back from the dead, and just feeling yourself brand new, cleansed and relaxed and open and ready for the rest of the day, the rest of the weekend, Rub the palms together, create some heat and energy between the palms of the hands. And we'll just take one more little last moment inwards, putting the hands over the heart, close the eyes. And bring to mind anybody or more than one person, maybe a whole group of people. People you want to send love to, receive love from, send healing. Anybody who pops into your mind, into your heart, just imagine them and how that makes you feel, and connect heart to heart, sending and receiving love. Yeah. Good. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice today. Thank you for being here. Yeah.